With Chief of Stewards Brad Lewis, we'll take a look now at, of course, the g1x.com.au Group 2 Perth Cup race day. And Brad, let's start by taking a look at race number 1. It was a cracking race as well, going right down to the line. But Rees Rocket certainly had to work throughout. And what did you find with this horse at post-race?
Yeah, that's right. So we questioned Patrick Carberry just in relation to the tactics there, Adam. We felt there was some pressure from the 600 metres. The connections felt that was the best way to race Rees Rocket today. They felt allowing Vegan Magic to get it easy up in front was no good for their chances. So there was some pressure from the 6. The times were very quick, but in all circumstances that was acceptable given today's fast conditions. In race number 2, Stocks was going into the race having won 5 of its past 6 races. Bit of a disappointing performance though. Were there reasons for that? Yeah, there were. It was obliged to race wide, although had cover, but did return lame in the near foreleg. So this horse will require a clearance, and it will spell at this stage. From the race, there was a reprimand to Jared Noski just for racing tight up to the inside of Flying Roar and perhaps persevering for too long. So he was reprimanded for pushing for too long into a run where there was not quite enough room. In race number 3, Hobart Jones jumped as the favourite in that occasion, but just looked as though it needed a bit further. Yeah, that's right, and got a long way out of its ground. It lost 1 length at the start, went slow into stride, and Ryder put forward that perhaps looking for more ground, so trainer Vern Brockman has confirmed that we'll try and step up to 1400 at its next run. In race number 4, you had a bit of an easy job there, which I'm sure you're pretty happy with, but one of the things that we noticed was prior to the race, it came on the screen that there was going to be a change in patterns for Ram Jam. Tell us why the trainers need to advise people of this. Yeah, that is an Australian rule of racing there, Adam. So the rule says that half an hour before, at least, they must notify stewards of any change in riding tactics. So this horse was to be ridden forward at its last run, was unable to do so. So today, Mr. McAuliffe wanted it ridden in the first 5 if possible. So that was, as you say, disseminate out across the course. In race number 5, went from a bit of a quiet race in race 4 to pretty eventful, and 2 horses that were involved in that were Cerise and also Lunar Eclipse. Yeah, that's right. Cerise returned lame in the near 4, so a clearance required there. Also Lunar Eclipse mildly lame in the off 4 leg, so we have asked for a certificate of soundness there also, and there was some bumping down the back straight. We spoke to the riders of Lunar Eclipse and Beatorio, Jay Brown and William Pike, and just told them to be mindful of their obligations and not put undue pressure on other horses to improve their positions. In race number 6, we saw the short price favourite just struggling a little bit behind the barriers, was sweating up a little bit and then missed the kick as well. Yeah, this horse can play up pre-race as it did today. So, and then it bounded at the start and lunged forward prior to the start and lost about 3 lengths, and then layout was in the straight. It returned lame in the off 4 leg too, Adam. So a clearance there for Cosmic Storm is required. In the Swept Summer Scorcher, Silverstream was drawn wide, and unfortunately for her, she had to race in that position as well. That's right, no luck for Silverstream. Raced wide, had a tendency to over-race also, and the vets had a look at the horse after the run, but no abnormalities there. And in the big one, the g1x.com.au Perth Cup, we saw an amazing performance by Delaxy to win that. What was the findings after that? And also, I believe there's a bit of an investigation at the moment for Kirov Boy as well. Yeah, we will be interviewing 3 riders very shortly, Adam, so there will be an inquiry into the reason for Kirov Boy just having to be restrained at around the 350 metre mark when tiring and under pressure. So we will be speaking to 3 riders, and that can be read in the stewards' reports at the end of the day. And in the final race of the day as well, great to see Calabria Joe return, because the last time we saw this galloper run, it looked as though the racing career could be over after getting fractious in the barriers, but held up today, unfortunately. Yeah, it was, Adam. 1 of 3. Distant Memory also expressed dance to the final 200 metres also. Brad, a great event today. Looking forward to reading all through the stewards' reports and appreciate your time. Thank you, Adam. All the best.